right, so we just showed you that whole route, and now what we're going to do is we're going to break it down into about 3 or 4 parts probably. So let's start with the top of it. We're in E now. We're in E major. So we are on the 1. So we're going to spell that out. It's a regular E major chord. So on your left hand, if you don't have a bass player, you're going to do E, B, E, E, F sharp, or G flat, A flat, and B. That's the first chord. The second chord is a B. It's like a B minor, and we're going to spell it out, thick it out a little bit. So we have a B, F sharp, B, E, F sharp, A, C sharp. And then you're going to add that part. So you'll do your bass, and then you'll add with your finger A, C sharp, and D. Then we're going to add our C chord, which is a C major, like 7, or you might want to have a 9 in there. So you got C on your bottom, G, C, give you beef if you don't have a bass player. And then on your right hand, you're going to have D, G, B. And then on this hand, you're going to add to it. So you're going to have E, A, B. So let's do all of them. We got our E chord, 1, B, which is the 5. Then we're going to add that C chord. So we're going to flat the 5. Then we'll go to an A chord. Now on our A chord, we're going to have A, E, A. Then we're going to have D, G, A, and B. Then we're going to have this chord over here. So on that, we're going to add on our left hand, we're going to add G, B, C. So that's going to be the 4. So let's do it all. Let's map the whole thing out. We're going to have 1, which is the E chord, 5, which is the B chord. Then we're going to have the C chord, which is the sharp 5. Then we're going to add the 4. That's the beginning of that. So let's do the whole thing. 1, 4, the C, and then the 4. So let's do it again. 1, 5, C, and then the A. One more time. B, which is the 5, the C, and then the A, which is the 4. So that's that whole part. So once we get that, so that's just a little candy. Colors. So that's that part. Now, once we get out of there, you might want to go to the chorus. And on the chorus, you might want to do, you know, that 6 change that we were doing. So now we're still in E, but now we're going to do the relative, which is the 6. So that's a D flat. So that's a regular D flat minor chord that you might hear in different places. So let's spell that out. We have the D flat, A flat, D flat, E, A flat, B, E flat. So when I do it, I'll play the chord and then I'll fill it up over here. So I'll just kind of invert and I'll let my left hand take that E, A flat, B, E flat, and then put an F sharp up there. Give it a nice little twang to it. So that's the first chord. Then we're going to do the same chord, but we're going to do it over an A flat. So it's a regular A flat minor, and we're going to have F sharp, B flat, B, C sharp, or D flat, F sharp, A flat. So that's the 5 of that. So 1, 5. Now we're going to do something different. We're going to go up to B, which is that first chord we had when we were back in E. We're going to do that B chord. I'll spell it out again if you forgot it. B, F sharp, B, E, F sharp, A, C sharp. So let's do the whole thing. 1, 5, B. Then we're going to go to the 4. So the 4 is that same chord that we've been doing, just over on the F sharp. So the F sharp chord will be, if you don't have a bass player, you do that to fill it up. So that's F sharp, C sharp or D flat, F sharp. Then we're gonna have B, C sharp, E, and A flat. Then you're gonna go over here and fill it up. Which, with your left hand, you do E, A flat, and A. That's your chord. So let's do all of them. 1, 5, B, 4, which is over the F sharp. And that's that whole thing. So let's do it in time. So it'll be. So now we've got our verse, we've got our top. So in our hook, we're kind of going to play the same thing as we played in our verse, but we're going to break that into maybe 2 or 3 sections. So the first part, we already know the chords, so I'm going to just give you the chords. It's the same as what we did in the verse, but we're going to play it a little different. We're going to voice it a little different. Actually, I'm going to play the loop just so we can have some time for it before I bring Brian back in. So we already got our verse, which was the... We already got that. So, all right, we're there. Now we're going to do the same kind of chords, but we're going to play it different. And a lot of times in music, you can play the same thing and play it different, and it can put you in a whole other place of the song. So we're going to do it like this. It's house now. Now we house. So we already have those chords, so I don't need to spell them out for you. I'm gonna just tell you, we'll just do the number system. 1, 5, B to the 4. 5, B. So we got that part. Now we're gonna start putting little runs and licks in here. So this is one thing that I might do. If I got my bass player with me, I'll have. We're gonna walk down from E. Let's get that. Now it's real simple, but it'll make or break a song. It's real simple, real easy.